Hi and welcome. You can probably tell the light is not very good today, and it's August 17th, and I'm just trying. It's about 10:30 in the morning, and it's Friday, and it is raining, and it is hot, and it is humid. I have my window open, so you might be able to hear the rain a little bit too, and the traffic. Yeah. Well, I've been having a pretty good stitching week. Headaches are my kind of constant companion, so it's been good and bad, and yeah, it's doable. I thought I would share my cup today, because this is the cup I'm having my tea in, and it's an Alice in Wonderland cup that I got at Disney, and it's made of glass, and it has like a rubber top that comes off. It's a travel mug, and I really like it. It has kind of all the characters, kind of a current cartoon one. It just says, "I'm late, and we're all simply mad here." So, yeah, I like that cup. So I thought, and I did make notes because my brain is not working right, I would come back and do this 5-day segment. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here to watch again, and if you're new, especially welcome. This is my FlossTube video, or one of them. I also do various crafting videos, polymer clay, beading, all kinds of things, and I will share some of that stuff later in this episode. I have a couple of extra things to share. I've been listening to audiobooks that I get through the Overdrive app, although I also have Kindle Unlimited, which is also a good venue for some really great books. And if you listen to them on your Kindle or Kindle Fire, you can also whisper sync them, some of them, so that the app actually reads the book to you. And I only say that because then you can use your hands for other things. Always a good thing. Let's see, life. Still don't have my lawnmower. My grass around my house is now looking like a forest. Lots of grasshoppers and fun things. Not sure it's a bad thing. I mean, it makes it very nature-like. My cats seem to like it because they can prowl through the tall grass fronds to their heart's content. That makes them fairly happy. I do have quite a bit of stitching to share, so maybe I will get to that and we'll chat some more later. Let's see. I think here what I'm going to do is insert my clips from my daily vlog showing the pieces that I've been working on, the starting point and the ending point each day. Hopefully they are intact and I haven't had any more technical snafus like I had last time, but we're going to find out. So here are my clips. Okay, well, hello, and it is Tuesday, August 14th, and I have been working on my Prairie Schooler piece. It was a work in progress from 13 for Halloween last year, and this is called Misfortune, and you can see the color scheme used in the actual piece, and I've changed it up some to use some of my own color choices. So this is my progress for yesterday, and I had a good time with it. I used some more of that metallic in the stars around the witch's hat. I gave her purple hair, and I'm just working down her dress and her hands. So that's it for this piece for August, Arbitrary August. And today I will be working on a spirited, let me widen that out just a little, spirited mandala out of Just Cross Stitch for the Halloween special edition of 2011. And this is by Tracy Horner. And this is the fabric that I'm doing it on. It's a 18 count Aida that I dyed myself. And you can probably tell by the tone of my voice that I have yet another migraine. This weather is not conducive to a happy head on my part. But this is where the piece is right now. This is the lower corner, and this is going out to the side. And I can't make that work in my brain, so yeah. I will continue on that today, and that's Colores thread 4245. So, thanks, and I will catch up with you again tomorrow. Hi, and welcome to August 15th, and this is just another clip in Arbitrary August. Yesterday I was working on a spirited mandala from the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue from 2011, and I think this one is by Tracy Horner, and I'm really enjoying working on it. Again, another migraine. Weather here is conducive to migraines. Anyway, that's where I stand right now. You can see I've gotten another ghost in, and a little bit more of this corner is complete, and I worked up in this direction a little bit. Still enjoying this piece. Yeah. Really love the colors. And I think, let me show you what I'm going to work on, if I can. Later today will be Away We Ride. It's a Blackbird's design, and it's Away We Ride. It's dark as way, yeah, I'm sorry. Away we ride till it's dark as pitch to find the home of the Wicked Witch. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm going to work on today. And I am changing some colors. I'm going to use some color and cottons. I am using some color and cotton colors. And yeah, that's where I'm starting out. So, we'll see how far I get today. I'm also listening to a new audiobook. Yesterday I listened to one of the Lunar series, Cinder, which is the first in a series, and I can't tell you the author's name off the top of my head right now, but it was really good, and I look forward to getting the second book in the series. But today I am listening to The Dangerous Days of Daniel X, and that's by James Patterson, and a co-author, which I can't place right now, so I'll tell you more about that too. But it's really kind of an interesting book. I'm just starting chapter 3, I think, and there's a giant 6-foot praying mantis involved. Very interesting. And I think Daniel is about 3 years old right now. So, if you haven't read that series yet, it's starting off good. So I will catch you up tomorrow. Take care. Be back. Hi, and welcome back. Happy August 16th. Another day in mid-arbitrary August. It's definitely an arbitrary August. Today, no, yesterday, I was working on Away We Ride, and it's a Blackbird design, and I showed where I started in yesterday's video, and I will show you where I got. So, I did get most of the house done. I still have to put in the door and the rest of the windows. Some of the windows I have already stitched, and this is all of the stitching in the house. I even got a crow, part of a crow, in over here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that progress. And if you can tell, the house in this design is kind of pale browns and yellows. And my house is more along greens and yellows. It looks kind of mossy and deep woodsy, I think. So I'm very happy with that. And I'm doing that with Color and Cotton's hand-dyed floss and fairy ring. And then the dark color that's in here is a DMC, I think, 934. Just looking for it. Let me put that down and I'll have a look. Because I obviously can't do two things at once. Yes, 934. So that dark color is actually DMC 934, which is a very dark pine type green color. So that's my Wicked Witch house in Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. This has been kind of a heavy Halloween-y stitch. So today I will be stitching on Who's There, which, let's see, is that it? Oh, there it is. Pull that out of my bag and make sure that's the right one. Yep. Who's There by Prairie Schooler. And it has the skeletons with their skeleton keys and the lock, and there's the haunted house and the owls. Who's There? And I'll show you where I didn't get much progress on this at all last year for 13 at Halloween. And that is as far as I got. It's this little bit. And I think that's just the house area. So, it's another hot, humid day here. And, I don't know. I'm going to do some stitching and see how far I get. So, until next time, let's see. This is actually day 20. No, it's not day 20. It's the 16th, but it is my third 5-day section. So, maybe tomorrow I'll show you where I'm going to proceed to. And we will go from there. So until tomorrow, happy stitching. Okay, so yesterday I was working on Who's There, and I hadn't gotten very far. And that's what that looks like. And I think I had just gotten like the second floor of the dark brown and like the space between the windows. That was all that I had stitched. And so I am very happy to show you today that I actually got quite a bit further along. Boy, this lighting is really bad, and I apologize. I don't have any overhead lighting in this room, so I'm relying on some task lighting. But yep, that's what Who's There is looking like, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm not changing colors. This one I'm actually stitching with the called for DMC. So that's pretty cool. I'm enjoying Arbitrary August, but I have to admit that a few other things are calling to me, and I would really like to be putting in some time on other things. So, yeah, persevering, but I would love to be changing it up a little bit to what I would prefer to stitch on. But it's fun to see some of the things that I haven't stitched on in a while. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to show you where I stand on my Guardians of Notre Dame. And let me show you a picture of that. And this is August. And there's my Wally needle minder. And you can see I've gotten a little bit more of the pink in for the August Guardian. And I think I'm going to pause my video and see if I can't figure out a way to light this better. Okay, hopefully that's better. I have a feeling it's not much better. Yeah, I haven't gotten back to comments on my last video yet. Mostly because I just haven't gotten there yet. Between my headache and trying to do other things and family obligations, I will get there though. Thank you for commenting. I do really appreciate your comments. I did see a couple of compliments on the shirt I wore last time with my embroidery, so thank you. I do love that shirt too. Yeah. So, the last 5 days were good. And I will, let's see, where do I want to go from here? Yeah, I'm having a great time. Let's see. What I'll do now is I'll show you the stitches that are lined up for my next 5 days. Let's see. I have my list. So today, the 17th, I have a good one. I kind of really look forward to working on this. This is the stitch I am doing in honor of my son Michael, who you may have seen a video that I did for Alone, the movie by Mike Ford, and that is my son Michael. He's very artistic and very dedicated to his craft. And I'm trying to help him spread the word to gain some funding to produce his movie. He has a lot of people pulling for him, but unfortunately it takes, you know, it takes money. And he's living in New York City, and yeah. So I'm hoping that by spreading the word, people will take the opportunity to help Mike out. I'll put the link to his Indiegogo campaign below, and yeah, if you can see your way to even contributing, you know, a few dollars, that would be wonderful. Okay, that's my PSA for my son, who I think is very talented. Alright, so this is the piece that I'm stitching in his honor, and this is the Archangel Michael, and it is lavender and lace piece, and I really love it. I think it is beautiful. And let's see, I am doing this on a piece of, let's see, do I have, yes, I do have the tag. It is on a piece of Exotic Orchid Lugana, and it's 32 count, and it is in full crosses. It doesn't really look like I have a whole lot done, but that's what I've gotten done so far. So this is where I will be picking up in my stitching today. And I really love that piece. I'm doing 3 pieces, one for each of my children, and all 3 of the pieces that I've picked are being done on this Exotic Orchid, which is a little bit darker than what's being picked up because of this blue lighting that I'm using. It is a little bit darker than what you're seeing in the camera. And I think I got it at 1, 2, 3 stitch. So it's 32 count Lugana. If I don't put it all back together, I will have a mess. Okay, so that's for today. And then tomorrow I'm picking up another Halloween stitch from 13 for Halloween. I'm going to have a pile taller than me in front of me shortly. And it is called Halloween Pumpkin. There's that. And that is, I know it's from an issue of Just Cross Stitch. And it's by Sharon Pope. And it's just, I have to look through it and see where I wrote my note. It's Just Cross Stitch 2012. So it's the Halloween issue from 2012. And all that being said, let me show you where I am. And it looks like I've only done some of the border in this piece. And it's on a piece of Aida that I hand dyed myself. And there's that. You can see I did one of the bats up here. And I think the breaks in here where the cat's ears come up through the border. Yeah. See? Up in there. Up in the border. And there's the bats right in there. So that'll be tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to working on that. And let's see, after Halloween Pumpkin, we'll move to a piece that feels Christmassy to me, although it's probably not. And that is, although maybe it is, it's by Stitchworks, and it's Fragments in Time, number 8. And that has the deer on it. And I really like that. And I'm doing that on a piece of 32 count Platinum Belfast. See, I don't always use Aida. And that is how much I've stitched so far. So I'll be working on this the day after tomorrow. And that's Fragments 2017. And I started it on August 9th, 2017. So. And then, after Fragments in Time, yay! I'm going to get to stitch some more on Oh Holy Night, which is a Stony Creek collection leaflet. It's leaflet 114. And it's on 18 count Aida that I started October 11th of 2017. And this is Aida that I dyed myself. And I think until I look at it, I have no idea which way is up. But I think the white is a sheep, so I'm going to hold it in that direction. And that's as far as I've gotten with Oh Holy Night. And if you watch Kay's cross stitch, Kara is actually almost finished with this, and it is absolutely beautiful, and it's huge. It's huge. I have a long ways to go, but I will enjoy working on that. And actually, this has been calling to me. I would love to be working on it right now. So we will see how far I get with that. And then after Oh Holy Night, the fifth in the next 5-day segment, is Knock Knock. And I had this confused with Double Double. But no, this isn't the Prairie Schooler one. This is Just Cross Stitch 2011. I started it on October 16th. It was part of the 13 for Halloween that Cowgirl Kate Paints Aplenty set for last year. And oh, there's the picture. I almost showed you the chart. That's the picture. It's the pumpkin, the mice, the cat's eyes, coming up through the pumpkin and the raven. And I will show you how far. This is also a piece of Aida that I dyed myself, and you will have to excuse my hanging thread. Right now I'm there. Have to excuse my hanging thread. And I dyed this Aida myself, and that's what that looks like. So, and that's all done in 310, and I really like this one too. That's one thing I can say about doing a different piece every day. I am seeing that I have a lot of really nice pieces that I'm really liking working on. Oh, you know what? I'm not doing it in DMC 310. I'm not telling you the truth. I'm actually using Valdani, and it's Color Fast Valdani, and it's Black Sea. And I tell you, I love this. This is great stuff. Yes, it is, and it's a 10-yard skein, and I've just wrapped it onto a bobbin. But very nice thread, floss. I really like it. And I can't wait to work with it some more. Okay, so that is what I have coming up in the next 5 days for Arbitrary August. So I will put them back here so I can put them somewhere I can find them. And I will also be working more on my Guardians of Notre Dame, not the Galaxy. Because I keep wanting to say Galaxy. It's not Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. Put that over there so it's a little bit out of the way. And so I mentioned that I've been reading some books. Well, I've been listening to books. I listen to audiobooks, and I do them through the Overdrive app, which is part of the library system. And I'm part of the Southern Adirondack Library Association, which it contains the Cambridge Library. And so I can take books out there. And they have a ton of audiobooks and a lot of current ones. And so I've actually met my 2018 reading challenge for Goodreads with the last book that I read, which was The Hit by David Baldacci. And I'll tell you, I'm really enjoying his books, and I don't know if I would like his books less if they weren't read by the people who are reading them. I'm really enjoying the narrator's voices because they have a man reading and a woman reading, and I wish I had it in front of me because I would tell you their names. But they read book 1, which was The Innocent, and then they read book 2, which is The Hit, which I just finished. If you like U.S. government conspiracy and you like that whole spy, covert operation, assassin type genre, and I know it's kind of weird that I like that stuff, maybe, but I do, and I really like David Baldacci's books, and it makes me kind of smile because the audio group that preps them and does them in audio format is called Ashet. And every time they say it, I laugh because you think about what people think of when they name things. And to me, that's just a very kind of tongue-in-cheek name for an audio service. And you would have to be very careful how you say that Just saying. Anyway, so I've read that, and I had mentioned in my last video that I was starting to read Daniel X, which is, and I can't even tell you what that was. He's got a lot of books in a series too called Daniel X, and I forgot to write down the author, but I returned it. I listened to a few of the first chapters, and it just wasn't something that I appreciated, so I just returned it. I didn't finish it. And prior to that, I read Cinder, which is kind of a young adult steampunk meets science fiction meets fairy tale thing. And so Cinder's book 1 in the series. It's the Lunar series. And, of course, I didn't write that author down either. I did enjoy the book, but it is kind of different. It's steampunk, it's science fiction, and it is a fairy tale. So if you like that stuff, you would enjoy these. It is young adult. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm not a young adult, so I guess it's a possibility you would enjoy it too. I will go on and read the second book, and for the life of me, I cannot tell you what that book is right now. The next book up for me to read is Janet Ivanovich's. It's the only one I have left in my Overdrive library. Wicked Business. So I will be reading Janet Ivanovich's Wicked Business next. And then I will go out and find some more books to borrow from Overdrive, because I'm really enjoying that. It's free. Can't argue with free. Let's see. And then, oh, I got a couple of magazines. And let me just reach over here into this lovely pile. And one of the magazines that I got, and I will have to cover that up because that's my mailing label, is Teddy Bear Review. And I used to make a lot of teddy bears. I enjoy making teddy bears. I have some teddy bear artists for friends who are part of one of my art doll guilds local here in New York. And we haven't met in a long time, but I do miss them. And Maggie Newman, who lives in central New York, is a fabulous teddy bear artist. And this magazine is a lot of fun. And if you're interested, let me know, and I will give you a flip through and show you some of the fabulous teddy bear art in this magazine. And the other magazine that came just the other day was my Stony Creek. The Coastal Holiday. It's a lighthouse issue, and the stocking on the front cover is beautiful, and there's a lot of really cute things inside of it. Some Halloween stuff, some Christmas stuff. Pretty cool. So if you would like the flip through of Stony Creek Coastal Holiday Lighthouse issue, let me know, and I would be glad to flip through that. So those are just a couple of the cool things that, at least I think they're pretty cool, that I've received. That I know the teddy bear issue kind of makes me want to make another teddy bear. So maybe I'll do that too. So many things to do and so little time. If you're young, get on the ball, because I'll tell you, time goes fast. And if you want to make stuff or do stuff, just go do it. Put a smile on your face and know that life is definitely short. So go live it. Do things. Okay, off my soapbox. And also, I received a happy mail from my beautiful friend Lynn, who lives in England. And we've been friends for a few years now. We're friends in the box, as they say. And we've sent things back and forth. And I just sent her a few things, and she just sent me this beautiful coloring book, because one of the other things I like to do is color. And I do have a multimedia video up where I was working in a different coloring book. But this is a coloring book that is flowers, and it's from Kew Gardens, which is a beautiful, beautiful garden in London. And I actually think I might have, I know I didn't walk through Kew Gardens, but I was around Buckingham Palace, and they've got some beautiful gardens around that area. So I think if I ever make it to England again, Kew Gardens is definitely a stop I would make. And this is grayscale. And what I mean by grayscale is the pictures inside are already somewhat shaded in grayscale. You can see the gray shading like in this leaf. So that when you color in it, the shading actually helps to give your colored pictures depth. So, and she also sent me a beautiful card, and Lynn made this herself, and it's with some dies and stamps that she got through Crafter's Companion. And you guys in England and Europe are so lucky, because Crafter's Companion has beautiful, beautiful stuff. I don't order it because the shipping is kind of prohibitive, shall we say, right now. But this card is beautiful, and I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's embossed, and it's absolutely beautiful. Lynn, you did a beautiful job. Thank you. But she was kind enough to send me some of the die cuts. So I've got the leaves, and I have one of the beautiful flowers that are already die cut and stamped and embossed. So I will play with those. And then she also sent me a beautiful postcard from Leeds. And let's see, the bottom left, this one, is called the Dalek because of its shape. So any of you Doctor Who fans know what a Dalek is. So that's what they call that building. Isn't that great? Yeah, so thank you, Lynn. This really brightened my day. It made me smile. It makes my grandchildren think that, wow, I must be special. So thank you very much. I don't know. That my life, I am so blessed, and I so appreciate this community. So many friends in the box. You make my heart very happy. I also wanted to mention the New York retreat. I'm not going to go into detail here. I will leave links below. There is a Facebook group. It's called Capital District Stitchers, and I explained the meaning behind that in my last video. Terry Pittman is the person who runs that, and the group meets at her home, and every other week, I think, and I haven't been able to make it yet. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive from me, give or take, and unfortunately, I am taking care of 3 of my grandchildren, so I don't get to call my time my own very often. But that's okay. My grandchildren make me very happy. I also wanted to take the time to say tomorrow is New Year, New Start. And I think that means I'm going to start this because I really want to start this. This is the 3-counted cross stitch, and it's by Customs Craft, and it's called Wise Men. And I can't wait to start this. So I think this might be next on my hit parade. Not that I need to start something new. So the other things that I want to do is I want to show you a couple of pieces. One older piece and one newer piece of my polymer clay. So give me a second. My camera is going to cut off, and I will be right back. Hi. Okay, I changed the angle for this clip because I wanted to show him against a dark background. This is one of my page keepers. This is a dragon bookmark, and he's sculpted in polymer clay, and I don't know if you can see his sparkle. And he's around a glass donut, and he has eyes. You can see his little eye there. And then if I turn him around this way, that's his eye on that side. And he has bells because, hey, Kelly Bell. I put bells on most of my stuff. And there's his wing. And the way he works is this part hangs over the back of a book. So this would be the spine of the book. And this would hang on the outside of the book. And then I have ribbons that are attached, and the bottoms are just beaded. They have some stone chips and some beads, and these are page markers. And so this is actually, yeah, a page keeper, a book guardian. So I thought I would share that with you. And I've made quite a few of these over the years to guard the pages of many books. Okay, and then let me move him out of the way because I have a face pendant. Ooh. And this is a face pendant that I showed last time, but it wasn't finished, and now it's finished. It's all painted up, and she is ready to go. She's got her eyes. Let's see, this is polymer clay and alcohol ink and acrylic paint and gel pen, and then she's got a spray finish on her so that none of that comes off. And she's got some beautiful beads, bugle beads and glass beads. And I really enjoy making these too. Actually, I enjoy making everything. So I really appreciate you taking the time to look because I love sharing my stuff with you. And I appreciate your coming by and watching my videos. I'm over 1,200 subscribers now, and I'm thinking about putting together a little bit of an appreciation. So, not in this video, but in an upcoming video, I may have an announcement to make where I just want to show how much I appreciate you being part of my Friends in the Box family. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me, because our time is precious. And thank you for sharing your world with me, because I enjoy watching your videos too. Or if you don't do videos, I enjoy seeing your pictures on Instagram or reading your comments here or in various posts in groups on Facebook even. So the world is a pretty small place. So in saying that, I ask that you remember that you're special. And as always, be courageous and be kind. And always be colorful. Thanks for watching. Bye. God bless.